What's up, my gorgeous creatures? Welcome back to Designs by Dane. Ready to make some pop art, Nightmare Before Christmas, Sally-inspired realness? Let's jump right in. First, you're going to fill in your entire face and neck with your base color. I chose a minty green, which I made by mixing white and Amazon Green Paradise paints. Next, you're going to create your stitching. I'm creating a random pattern. Feel free to bring it wherever your character compels you to. Fill in the half moons under your eyes in white so we can create the illusion of large, Sally-like eyeballs. Up your brow fleekness by painting on new ones. Feel free to go overly expressive. Pop art characters are meant for emotions. I went for a more subdued, tapered brow, the executive brow, if you will. Feel free to work out any kinks in your new brows. Fill in underneath with your base color. Fortunately, you probably won't have the tightened brows I've been endowed with. I can only do so much to beat them down, but I do my best. Next, we're going to add in some color so we're not so flat in the face. I'm going in with Acidberry by Sugarpill and filling in most of my highlight areas. High cheekbones, center of the forehead and nose, etc. Then I'm layering on a green shadow from Morphe around each highlight. Next, we're going to start adding in the shadows. I'm using the forest green from Morphe and going under each stitching, under each eye, carving in those cheekbones, and accentuating the jawline. We want really dramatic definitions to later enhance with our pop art lines. Fill in the holes with dark green and black mixed, then pull in that forest green towards the center to add depth to each stitch. Now we're going to paint on the base colors of your character's outfit. I'm using Teal, Lavender, Deep Sea, and Storm Cloud. I just like these tones together. Next, just repeat the same process as the stitching on that gorgeous face of yours, and then continue the shading under each line of stitching. I dragged the shadow from the neck in both directions to exaggerate the separation. Intensify each shadow you created with a small amount of black. I'm using Bulletproof from Sugarpill. Paint on the perfect ombre lip. Start at the corners with dark green and pull it towards the middle. Then pop on lime at the center with some green on either side as a transition color. And of course, the white highlight. Been working on my swoosh. You too can master the swoosh. It just takes practice.
And an insatiable desire to become master of all life.
Wait, what? Basically, anywhere you have shading is going to get a pop art line. Cheekbones for days. Using your favorite comic book as a reference helps guide your lines. Lips are done unintentionally, completely off camera. Or were they? Just continue enhancing every shadow you created with your line work. Don't forget your ears. Continue the same process onto the chest. More intensity. I'm just going in with the same forest green and pulling the shadows underneath all the lines to add depth to what is actually a two-dimensional character. If you have a white eyeliner, here's where you can use it for the waterline, or you can just erase those bottom lashes by smothering them with more white paint. Finally, add a pop of lime to your highlight points. Now to finish painting on this whimsical top. Add shading around the edge of each separation of fabric. I'm using purple and dark blue from Morphe. Then just go in with whatever designs you want. I have pinstripes, which eventually evolved into their second form of thick stripes, a random assortment of bubbles, and then Swirl City. Just let your brush guide you, or look at Sally's dress for inspiration. Whatever works. Add the black stitching to each seam of your top and any final touches. I circled all my bubbles in black and gave them a white highlight. And there she is, boys! Now you're ready to throw yourself out of windows, sew yourself back together, and run after the man of your dreams, who won't seem to accept who he is or that he's clearly having a midlife crisis. Thanks so much for watching. You guys are the greatest. Don't forget to subscribe.